Hey everyone, we're back for Webs of Connection, Section 5. Okay, large-scale political systems brought together culturally different people. Religion both united and divided far-flung peoples. The great empires of the 15th century really linked diverse peoples across long distances. The Inca were particularly noteworthy for integrating people into their culture. And Islam and Buddhism forged international linkages. A common religious culture of Christendom, but divided into Roman Catholicism and Eastern Orthodox as the church split, known as the Great Schism. And Buddhism linked people in China, Korea, Tibet, Japan, and parts of Southeast Asia, while Islam was particularly good at bringing together its people. The annual Hajj and also a conflict within the Ummah persisted. And as trade links developed over many centuries, they were particularly extensive by the 15th century and could deliver commodities from one ecosystem to another. And improved and larger ships promoted more trade by the seas, especially in the Indian Ocean and Southeast Asia. And those patterns of trade were certainly evident in the 15th century. Trade was going on essentially almost everywhere, by land and by sea. The balance of Afro-Eurasian trade was changing, though. The Silk Road network was contracting or getting smaller, while ocean trade in the West Atlantic and the Indian Ocean picked up or increased. And here's a map that shows you in this yellowish-orange color the Islamic areas, and including down here in Southeast Asia, and the Buddhist areas, primarily in China, Korea, and Japan, and other parts of Southeast Asia. And so you definitely see the international linkages here in these different religions amongst different cultures. And we've learned about how even the religions themselves changed or were adapted to include traditional customs and beliefs. And then, of course, here are the Christian areas up in Europe. More similar culture, yet different, because we're talking about small competing kingdoms throughout Europe. And that concludes Section 5. Oh, of note on here are all these extensive trade routes, too, and that bluish-purple line. So you can see the travel and the distances between these different areas. I will see you again for Section 6, a preview of coming attractions, looking ahead to the modern era. It will also be another short section.